When the newly crowned Queen Elsa accidentally uses her power to turn things into ice to curse her home in infinite winter, her sister Anna teams up with a mountain man, his playful reindeer, and a snowman to change the weather condition. Today, we will recap the beloved story of the 2013 movie Frozen. The opening scene shows a group of ice harvesters cutting blocks of ice from a lake while chanting about the power and danger of ice. Among them is a young boy named Kristoff and his reindeer Sven. They follow the ice harvesters and attempt to imitate their work with a small block of ice and a child's sled as the northern lights light up the sky. The camera then pans down to a staff castle on the shores of a Scandinavian fjord where Princess Elsa of Arendelle is sleeping. Her younger sister Princess Anna tries to wake her up to play and build a snowman with her. The two sisters, Elsa and Anna, create a winter playground in the ballroom, conjuring up snow and ice to play with. They make a snowman named Olaf and have fun until Anna is accidentally hit with Elsa's power, which knocks her out and turns some of her hair white. The girls' parents, King Edgar and Queen Eden, rush in and take both girls to the mountains to seek help from the trolls. On the way, they pass by Kristoff and Sven, who notice the trail of ice left by the horses. They follow the trail to a clearing where the rocks come to life and reveal themselves to be trolls. One of the trolls, Bulda, decides to adopt Kristoff and Sven after Sven licks her. Grandpappy, the leader of the trolls, arrives and advises Elsa's parents that it might be best if Elsa doesn't use her powers around Anna, as her powers will grow and become a great risk if she cannot learn to control them. He alters Anna's memories, so she has no knowledge of her sister's powers, and warns Elsa that fear will be her greatest enemy if she cannot learn to control her powers. As a result, Anna and Elsa are separated, and Anna is unable to understand why Elsa is not allowed to play with her. Elsa's powers grow stronger over time, and she is cautioned by her father to wear gloves and conceal her feelings, as strong emotions seem to cause her powers to manifest in unexpected ways. 10 years after their parents die in a shipwreck, the princes are now teenagers and have become orphans. Anna seeks comfort from her sister Elsa, who is the only family she has left. However, Elsa is distant and refuses to speak to Anna. 3 years later, Elsa is turning 21 and is about to be crowned queen. Guests from all over Europe, including the Duke of Weselton, are coming to attend the ceremony. Elsa is anxious about the event and the attention it will bring. Meanwhile, Anna is excited to explore the city when the castle gates are opened for the first time in years. As Anna strolls through the streets, she collides with a horse and falls into a rowboat, where she meets Prince Hans of the Southern Isles. Despite their initial clash, Anna becomes smitten with the charming prince. However, she runs off when she hears the church bells ringing. During the coronation ceremony, Elsa is still anxious. The bishop reminds her to remove her gloves as she takes the golden orb and scepter. However, Elsa panics when she sees the orb starting to frost, and quickly returns them to the bishop, putting her gloves back on. At the coronation reception, Elsa and Anna are introduced to the crowd. Anna is delighted to see Elsa happy and playful for the first time in years, and they are interrupted by the Duke of Weselton, an important trading partner. Elsa declines his offers to dance, but playfully volunteers Anna instead. The Duke and Anna have a comical dance together, while Elsa chuckles at her antics. Later, Anna and Hans sneak off for an evening together. They bond over their shared experiences of feeling rejected by their siblings. Hans promises to never shut Anna out like Elsa did, which makes Anna very happy. At the end of their journey around the kingdom, Hans proposes to Anna, and she accepts. They both go back to the ballroom to ask Elsa for her blessing, but Elsa is surprised and refuses to let them marry. She asks Anna to talk to her alone, probably to reveal her powers and explain why it's not wise to marry someone she just met without revealing her abilities. But Anna declines and insists on hearing everything together with Hans. Elsa gets impatient and refuses to let Anna marry someone she barely knows, indirectly implying that Anna knows nothing about true love. Anna gets angry and tells Elsa that all she knows is how to shut people out. Elsa orders the guards to end the party early and close the gates. And in her frustration, she creates a barrier of sharp icicles with a sweep of her left arm and rushes out of the room. Elsa panics and runs away, with Anna chasing after her. Outside, a crowd of people greets Elsa, and she freezes an ornamental fountain with her left hand in fright. The Duke of Weselton appears, and Elsa begs people to step back, but another burst of ice nearly hits the Duke and his guards. Elsa runs away, crossing the fjord on an ice bridge she creates with her feet and disappearing into the forest. As Anna, Hans, and the guests watch, the fjord freezes completely, and snow starts to fall. The Duke of Weselton wants to take action against Elsa's supposed curse, but Anna refuses, and decides to go after Elsa herself to make things right. feeling guilty for pushing her sister. With Hans in charge of the kingdom, Anna rides off on a horse to search for Elsa. Meanwhile, Elsa has found a place far away from society on a high cliff in the North Mountain, where she realizes that she can control her powers and be herself without hurting anyone. She creates an ice palace, changes her clothes, and vows to stay in isolation. The next morning, Anna is on her way to find Elsa on horseback, but her journey is delayed when her horse runs away after being frightened by falling snow. Anna trudges through knee-deep snow and slips into an ice-cold creek, freezing her dress stiff. She sees smoke coming from a chimney and heads towards a trading post called Wandering Oaken's. Inside, she finds Oaken, the owner, and asks if he has seen Elsa. Oaken tells her that she is the only one crazy enough to be out in a storm like this. Just then, Kristoff arrives to buy some supplies, but he and Kristoff argue over the prices, and Kristoff is thrown out into the snow. Kristoff and his reindeer Sven seek shelter in a barn on Oaken's property. Anna arrives there and offers to buy supplies for Kristoff in exchange for him taking her to the North Mountain right away. Kristoff reluctantly agrees, and they set off with Sven driving the sled. On the way, Anna tells Kristoff about her engagement to Hans, which surprises him. When they are attacked by wolves, Anna helps Kristoff fight them off. They face a dangerous ravine, but Kristoff manages to save Anna and Sven by cutting the harness and sacrificing his sled, which falls and explodes. Despite losing his sled, Kristoff decides to help Anna reach her destination and promises to replace his sled later. The next morning, Anna and Kristoff enter a frozen glen and meet a talking snowman named Olaf. Although Anna kicks his head off at first, she remembers him as a creation of Elsa's, and they become friends. Olaf dreams of experiencing summer. They follow him to Elsa's ice palace, where Sven waits outside as he cannot climb the icy steps. Anna warns Kristoff and Olaf to wait outside as she goes inside to see Elsa, fearing that introducing her to Kristoff might lead to trouble. Olaf and Kristoff wait outside while Anna heads inside. Anna is awed by the beautiful interior of Elsa's ice palace and her stunning new ice dress. Although Elsa forgives Anna for their past argument, she grows nervous and asks Anna to leave to avoid any potential harm. Olaf interrupts their conversation, surprising Elsa with his ability to move and talk. Anna tells Elsa about the Frozen Kingdom and insists that they can work together to fix it. However, Elsa is reminded of the accident with Anna's head and becomes scared, demanding that Anna leave. Anna follows her sister to the upper part of the palace and begs her to come back and fix things. But Elsa becomes so upset that she accidentally strikes Anna's heart with an icy chill. Elsa goes to the upper part of the palace and Anna follows her. Anna wants to solve their problem together, but Elsa becomes more nervous and agitated when Anna promises to support her. Elsa's magic becomes uncontrollable, so she creates a huge snow creature called Marshmallow to throw Anna, Kristoff, and Olaf out of the palace. Marshmallow leaves them alone outside, but Anna throws a snowball at him and provokes him. Marshmallow chases Anna and Kristoff into the woods and corners them at the edge of a cliff. Kristoff digs a snow anchor and uses a rope to guide them down the mountain, but Marshmallow catches up to them. Olaf tries to stop Marshmallow, but he kicks Olaf over the cliff and continues his chase. He pulls Anna and Kristoff up to his face by the rope and screams in their face, "Don't come back." Anna cuts the rope with Kristoff's knife and they fall into a pile of snow. Marshmallow then returns to the ice palace, having completed his mission to drive them away. After their landing, Kristoff notices that Anna's hair has turned white and takes her to his family of rock trolls who had taken him and his reindeer Sven in when he was young. The trolls believe Anna is Kristoff's friend and try to marry them off in a dance number, but Anna faints and Kristoff explains that she needs their help. The trolls call Grandpappy, who examines Anna and realizes that her sister's powers have frozen her heart. Grandpappy explains that only an act of true love can save Anna, and she suggests that Hans can help it. They leave for Arendelle as Anna's hair continues to turn white. As Hans provides shelter and assistance to the people of Arendelle, Anna's horse returns without her. Hans volunteers to bring Anna back with Duke of Weselton's bodyguards, who he secretly instructs to kill Elsa if they encounter her. They reach Elsa's ice castle the next day, where Hans orders his party not to harm her. However, the Duke's men attempt to attack Elsa, causing Marshmallow, a snow monster, to defend her. During the fight, Hans proves to be a skilled warrior and manages to injure Marshmallow. Despite Marshmallow's last attempt to take Hans with him, he falls to his apparent death. While Hans battled Marshmallow, the Duke's men enter Elsa's castle and corner her. Despite her pleas, they shoot at her, but she uses ice walls as shields. Elsa almost pushes one of the men off the balcony with a wall of ice, but Hans intervenes and pleads with her to stop. One of the men aims his crossbow at Elsa's head, but Hans deflects the arrow, causing a chandelier to fall towards Elsa. She tries to run, but the chandelier fragments knock her unconscious. After being brought back to the castle, Elsa finds herself in a dungeon cell with her hands chained in steel mitts. Hans visits her and informs her that Anna hasn't returned and begs her to end the winter. Elsa claims she can't, but Hans insists that she must be released to prevent further harm to the people of Arendelle. Meanwhile, Kristoff and Sven arrive at the castle with Anna, whose condition has worsened. The staff brings Anna to Hans, and she tells him that he must love her to break the curse. As Hans is about to love her, he reveals his true intentions. He confesses that he never loved her and was only using her to gain power by marrying into a royal family. He planned to eliminate Elsa and seize the throne for himself. Anna looks on in shock and disbelief. Despite Anna's poor health, Hans decides to wait for her to succumb to her frozen heart before using her death as a way to justify killing Elsa and ending the eternal winter. Anna tries to stop Hans, but he puts out the nearby fire and locks her in a room, leading to Anna's hair turning completely white as she collapses. Anna tells the Duke of Weselton and other dignitaries that Elsa is responsible for Anna's death and uses a false claim of marriage vows to gain the authority to sentence Elsa to death for treason. As the palace guards attempt to arrest Elsa, she uses her powers to freeze and shatter her shackles before breaking through the wall of her cell to escape. In a faraway palace, Kristoff and Sven are walking away from Arendelle when they notice a swirling snow cloud engulfing the kingdom. Sven urges Kristoff to turn back, and as they do, they see the danger growing. They decide to head towards the kingdom to help. Meanwhile, Olaf finds Anna locked in a room and freezing. He starts a fire, and Anna tells him that Hans was not her true love. However, Olaf vows to stay by her until they find an act of true love to save her. As they talk, Olaf remembers how Kristoff risked everything to save her. When a window blows open, Olaf goes to close it and sees Kristoff and Sven charging towards them in the distance. Anna gains hope and realizes that she may be saved by Kristoff's love. Olaf helps Anna up, but they encounter ice blocking their path in the hallway. They escape through a window and slide down the castle's steep roofs. Anna attempts to cross the icy fjord with Olaf close behind, but the wind picks up and blows Olaf away. Anna's hands and face start turning to ice, but she continues to call out for Kristoff. Meanwhile, Hans confronts Elsa on the icy fjord and lies to her, claiming that Anna has been killed by Elsa's magic. Devastated by the news, Elsa collapses, and the snow around her becomes still and quiet. The clearing snowstorm allows Kristoff to spot Anna, and he rushes towards her. However, Anna sees Hans about to harm Elsa and jumps in front of him, sacrificing herself. As a result, Anna's frozen heart consumes her, turning her into an ice statue and shattering Hans' blades. Kristoff and Sven arrive just in time to witness Anna's sacrifice. Elsa breaks down in tears, embracing her sister's ice statue. Suddenly, Anna's statue starts to change and she returns to life. It turns out that her selfless act of saving Elsa was an act of true love, breaking her own curse. Her hair also returns to normal and her streak disappears. Elsa finally realizes that love can bring an end to the eternal winter. She dissolves the ice and snow, and summer returns to the kingdom. Olaf is found, and Elsa creates a perpetual snow flurry above his head to prevent him from melting in the summer heat. Hans is punished for his attempted murder of Elsa and is taken back to his kingdom by a French ambassador. The Duke of Weselton, who had sent men to kill Elsa, tries to play the innocent victim. Elsa responds by cutting off all trade with Weselton and renames his duchy as Weaseltown as an insult. Meanwhile, Anna fulfills her promise to Kristoff by buying him a new sled and also appoints him as the official ice deliverer for the castle. Although it seems strange for a queen with ice powers to need ice deliveries, Kristoff doesn't question it and is grateful. He even loves Anna, showing his affection for her. Elsa has come to accept her powers and uses them to create a beautiful winter display in the summer sky. She transforms the castle's courtyard into an ice rink and announces to Anna that the castle gates will always be open. The people of the city gather to watch as the sisters skate together, overjoyed to be reunited. And that concludes our recap of Disney's hit movie Frozen. We hope that you enjoyed revisiting this beloved tale of sisterly love, magical powers, and unforgettable adventure. But if you loved Frozen, you will adore the Disney classic Monsters Inc., where Sully and Mike go on hilarious and heartwarming adventures in the world of monsters with a little girl. So click this video and I'll see you there.